Hey guys, so today we're going to talk about a popular topic. And one of those topics are about personal protection dogs. And are they good with kids? And how can I have one for my family? And will they attack my kids? And so forth. And we're going to cover a couple of those topics. One, personal protection dogs are family pets. If they're trained properly, they should bond with the family before they start any type of training. This dog should have grown up as a puppy all the way up to a year old, 6 months, what have you, before they started training and doing personal protection work. They should already be a family member. You should have not bought this dog or gotten from someone else at full adulthood and then had the dog trained as a personal protection dog. This is where the dog really can get psychologically confused, and then it can be a bad situation. So once you've bonded with the dog and the dog is familiar with you and your family and you know that you guys are in sync, you can start to begin protection work. This dog should never be trained alone. This dog should never be tied to a fence or a pole or a table. This dog should always have a handler behind it, someone of the family and a family member commanding it. It shouldn't have a stranger handling your dog while it's learning bite work, because the dog is learning to do what? To protect the handler, the family members, and the property of that person. This training should be done on the owner's property, not at a foreign place. These are some of the common mistakes that dog trainers make. They'll take someone's dog, born and traded, and they'll board and they'll go train the dog, and then they'll tie the dog to a table, and the dog is learning to protect itself from everybody else. This is the common mistake. So personal protection dogs should be family pets first. They should be good with the children, they should be good with other pets in the household, and they should be able to interact with your guests. These dogs should not be very aggressive towards random people. They should be socialized. This is the most important thing about personal protection dogs. They should be socialized for the first 6 to year old with people, places, and things. They should not be isolated. The one common mistake the dog trainers make is they don't do enough background on the dog they're going to train. This dog has been completely isolated from everybody and everything, and now they turn it on into an aggression to where the dog is biting everything and biting everybody. Another problem with personal protection dogs that are family pets is these dogs are generally raised up to only protect certain family members. The whole family should be in on this. The whole family should be involved in training. These dogs should never be left to their own devices, and your trainer should be fully aware of the different types of training when it comes to police, canine, personal protection, and sport. There's a different training for all three dogs. When training personal protection dogs as pets as family, they should never enter a board and train. These dogs should train and they should go home with the handler and the family members. By doing this, the dog doesn't associate being away from their family, and they associate doing the training with the family members, and they're integrated. Remember, the one key goal of this is to keep the dogs thinking as a family pet and a companion, meanwhile having a dual purpose to do protection work on the side. Whenever you isolate the dog and isolate them in this training, and you're going to create a dog that's very aggressive and very protective, but of themselves, and when they want to turn on, when they're not. There's no commands. So if I train a dog to do protection work and I'm training it for someone else, but I'm the one that's handling the dog is the one protecting me, not the other person. So the person that's going to be handling the dog, the person that's the dog is going to be protecting, they should be the ones always holding the leash. Family protection dogs should be very good with children. They should be very good with other animals, and they should be very socialized. They should be camouflaged. You should not be able to tell the difference between a regular dog that's not trained in protection work and one that is, if they're a family protection dog. So a lot of times people get these things confused when they start thinking about a guard dog that's aggressive, that's isolated from people, that doesn't socialize with people, versus a police dog that's only got a police handler that doesn't have to be socialized with kids, versus a personal protection dog that has to be around small children, random strangers, and people in places and things. These dogs should be family pets first. They should be socialized very young. They should be kept on a good mental, environmental plan as far as constant outings and walks and being around other dogs and children. They should never be isolated. And you should never leave these dogs alone with children unsupervised, because anything can happen. You should never leave any dog alone unsupervised with children. And not only you should never leave this dog with your trainer, the board and train when you do this. This should be a come, train, and go home at the same time. Personal protection dogs are pets first, remember that. If they're trained adequately and right, they will always be a good companion. They'll never go off loop and start biting random people, and they will protect you when you need them. Thank you guys for watching Madison Bell, and I hope this information helps you when it comes to personal protection dogs for the family.